Hello guys, my name is Turkey Ben and welcome to the special video of Outfit 7! So today, we're going to be using the Turkey Town Show Season 1 tape recordings from one of their mailbox cons arrived at the street. So, last time I got their tape recordings of the Season 1 Turkey Town Show, which delivered across the mailbox in the street of Mexico, so that way I can take these down to my home and then play with it to see how it works every time and how it hears every time in the audio section. So now I'm going to be playing for one of those tapes, for example in the recording one.
Okay, you hear this? And there's more comfort of these characters to it. So, yeah. And this is tape recording number 1. This is the first character to met in the Tucker Town show. It was, all I know was, Tucker Tom. Oh yeah, the first character to appear in the Tucker Town show. So all he does really is, eat all those chocolate cake, grabbing some random stuff from the back of the hands that he grabs most of it from the stores, such as flowers, and what else? Oh yeah, nothing, forks and a knife for dinner, and then, yeah, I guess I could have lived with that. So anyways, so he will be annoyed by Ben when Ben gets a pillow hit on it to the Tom's face. So just don't let Tom get angry with you unless Ben wants to hit Tom with another go. So here's an example. Some annoyance such as this one from news were distracted from making annoyance as a different one. So differently, this is playing, well, be nice to Tom or be not nice to Ben actually, so they can pick the difference to it. So yeah. And, yeah, that was the first tape recording of the new character that's the first to appear in the Tokyo Talk Show, Season 1, and all of them. But I couldn't add recommended contestants, sometimes in the other seasons, because they are subject to change in the future. So they will pop up anytime soon throughout Season 7, with a little bit of a recording twist. So that way I work hard to make this recording for the last 25 seconds. Yeah, I gotta go. Tape recording number 2. Talkie Ben the dog. The dog, all it does really is to read a newspaper and let the players talk to the newspaper, but Ben will annoy you just fine and sometimes disturbing unless he has a telephone call on near the cupboards between the couch. So if you want to give a conversation to Ben, just ask some questions. But if you ask them terrible questions, then Ben will likely say no. But if you answer them very good questions, Ben will likely say yes to all of you guys, YouTubers and fans. So here's an example. If you click on that telephone or in the button, the phone will ring and Ben will be hearing the call and then pulls on the newspaper, or sometimes hears the phone call. So now, Ben gets the first call on the telephone pole by grabbing the telephone pole with the piece and then puts it in the ear, like a dog ear, just one hearing conversation. So, you're gonna want to record a conversation within your phone or mobile devices with the recording screen with the conversation on it just to improve your voice and improve yours sometimes as bad. So yeah, but this is a second contestant made in the Tokyo Town show previously. So, and all it does again is like I said pretty similarly, but there was a twist. So there was a new annoyance between Tokyo Town Cat 2 and episode 2. So he annoys Tom by murdering chocolate in the mouth of Flapjack, which is actually not true for Ben. But otherwise he gets arrested by the police officers, such as plushies. So this is a distraction for Ben. Unless you see him arrested, you'll get a full graduation from being a bad dog. Just like other cartoons and characters, everything else is a bad one. So yeah, that's a second tape recording. So now the third one will be out. recording number 3. Talking Pierre the Parrot. Well, along with Best Friend Guy. This is the third and two of these contestants that are currently appearing in Talking Talk Show Season 1 to Season 7, and also it marks the final appearance on Plus, actually, but also marks the appearance on Originals as well. So now, here's the first appearance of Best Friend Guy and Pierre. So, the pair is all does every day, like I said, is to use some tomatoes by Best Friend Guy, and then dodge it and getting hit by tomatoes, so that way Pierre can be very, very, very good for fun. Unless you see him, you have to stop using the tomatoes to Best Friend Guy, unless you want to talk a little furthermore with the yelling. So, yeah. And then Pierre will likely not have fun anymore, just in case he is eliminated, after all, along with Ginger 2 and Ginger. So, yeah. And then, if you want to talk to him, but there was a twist. There is a new character, Talking Tom Cat 2, who's trying to correct, when Pierre's talking to humans, by voicing the exact sample, but I couldn't find the information on the wiki, but this is my smartness, and then you'll be good to hear all those voices compared by other one. So this is likely oh shoot, there we go. So no longer how this thing records and works well, so yeah. Just keep an eye on Pierre for Best Friend Guy with tomatoes. Stop him with a further yelling, and then I don't like further yelling because they always cry every time. Nothing less, really. So yeah. Tape recording number 4. Talking Angela, the host. He's the host of the Talking Tom Show. This is not only a contestant, but also a host, in the current section of the Talking Tom Show, which sometimes appear in the Talking Tom Show again in Season 2, from episodes 1 to 5 within a range. But no, wait, this is incorrect. It only appears on against 2 episodes, 1 to 9, because Season 2 episode 10 will switch the host from Angela to Tom. So yeah, the host kept paying attention to other contestants, and also recommended contestants from being eliminated and getting a full free win for the whole time with the prizes, and not getting up prizes. So each time the host votes for every single contestant that someone in the YouTube section of the comments voted it, they will be safe, but while not, he'll be eliminated as well. And the host slightly pay attention to the contestant who is eliminated and other ones are safe. So, as long as this is in play with the eliminations, well, there's further more trick to it, because there was a secret exit near the elimination zone, so that way you'll be good to go, and Angela can no longer respond to your excuses anymore. So, yeah, which was a little not true, but I gotta figure it out. And last but not least, tape recording number 6. 2 of these teacher cats, one which is a cleaning kitten, and one is a birthday present kitten. So, each of these kittens have a difference to it. So, there is an explanation on the original version of Ginger. Okay, so let me just explain that out words for you. So, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, the 5th contestant of the Talking Tom Show, I forgot about that. It's among Pierre and Ginger 2, in which he became best friends forever, along with Best Friend Guy. And sometimes doesn't like Tom and Ben when the challenges fail. So, and even the pressures will go away. Just joking anyways. And, yeah. So, now in this version, in the application, and in this show, Ginger does like cleaning stuff with a toothpaste, toothbrush, hair dryers, and a shower to take with. So the water itself on the fur can be very wet and so soggy. So the hair dryer could be as a processor for getting out wet and sog things on him. So that way he'll puff out like a puff of cotton candy and soft and fluffy. So you'll be faced with the cuteness of fluffiness. So, back to the brushing. Each brush contains 2 mints of toothpaste, one which is a regular strawberry toothpaste flavor, and one which is a regular mint chocolate flavor. So you either pick one of those as a mint flavor with a regular amount of correction in the oxidized and calcium everywhere ones. So after brushing, you must use water to ginger, which ginger gurgles out after 30 seconds, and then spits out after gurgling it for 30 seconds. And then, once it's done gurgling, ginger will now be clean with the clean teeth left on its mouth. So, and yeah, um, let's see. So now for the final one is Ginger 2, the birthday present kitten. So, all the foods have been arrived to Ginger 2. So, again, like I said, he had friends with Ginger, Pierre, and best friend Guy, and sometimes enemies with Ben, Tom, News, and Talkie Tom Cat 1. But wait, there is a new out there between after tape recording number 6, the 7th tape recording, which is Talkie Tom Cat 1, that I mostly forgot about that. So yeah, let me retake this straight. Oh yeah, so the birthday cake is now given to Cheater too, so that way he'll find out different candles from minigames as possible. So when you're in the minigames between puzzles and jigsaw runs, you'll be able to complete puzzles every day. And each time you get a free puzzle tomorrow, you always unlock a new candle after doing that. So here's an example. Eat with me can be added as a cereal, and milk if you already had at home, or if you don't have already at home. So if you don't have already cereal milk at home, you can always watch Ginger eat some cereal. If you had cereal milk at home between Ginger 2 eating his cereal, you could always eat this at any time to react their own eating skills. So the diner process is where all the foods are being remarked to Ginger 2 by feeding them and not feeding them. So the foods have been slightly disgusting, while some of them are slightly delicious. So in which case you give it to him, but not give it to him with the slightly disgusting foods. So that way he will not like it and switch to another one, which is pretty incredibly different. And yeah, tape recording number 5. Um, Talking News. He's the director of ABC News, similarly. So everyday news and everyday fighting. Because this is a different rule. Each of them is Ben. Well, each of them is Tom. But what if you guys picked as Ben and other you picked as Tom? So Tom could be act as annoyance by Ben, and then he'll quickly come up with some stuff that he'll annoy Ben. And then other of you guys will roll for Ben, just because Ben is annoyed by Tom, so that way he grabs a boxing glove gun and a toy dart gun, just to punch and spit them out, shoot him, it doesn't really matter. So that way, Talking Tom gets his blow gun, which he spits at Ben's face, causing him to annoy. And then the air horde too, and the water pistol, which adds a little more nerve to it, which slightly shoots Ben further away from the chair, which in case this is really an animation surface for the rareness. So yeah, and there is one more final thing. This is tape recording number 7. So this is a new character for the final one that's appeared. Talking Tom Cat 1! He has friends with Ben, Tom Cat 2, and News, and he has enemies sometimes with Ginger, Pure, and Ginger 2, as their failures, and yeah, this is a completer among completers such as News, Tom, Cat 2, and Ben. And then he'll complete every challenge once Talking Tom Cat 1 is enacted from every single episode in the season. This is because the cartoon is still in development, so everything shown here is subject to change in the future like this. And of course, new characters in the season will be added as well. So I have to work very hard to record with these like this. So that way I can get out the sweater with the cold temperature with the range of 15 degrees Celsius, which is almost slightly hotter, but it makes it still colder and much more of a hit with cold temperatures. So yeah, in this show, he does like drinking milk, farting in a tooting way, bangs with the drums, which he has drum bangs in it, causing it to annoy every others and alert the host as well with the sound value. So, and eating a Larry bird as he tries it, but his mouth is completely numb by the Larry's first bite. And yeah, so and throwing cake slash pie, which this is an unknown item exactly when Tom throws at you in the screen. So and also don't forget scratching, because in this screen you'll find out scratches and cracks by Tomcat 1's annoyance. That also relates to viewers too. So don't get Tom alerted to you with noises and everything that makes him alerted. So be careful on talking to Cat 1 or otherwise you'll be eliminated. And yeah, that was it. Okay guys, I know you're gonna slightly like this, but here is a tape recording with the hidden tape recording on it. So, hidden tape recording, this is the recommended contestant in Talking Time Show Season 1, Episode 9. Talking Harry, which is a very depressed hedgehog of his own mind, sitting on a log, waiting for the family to come out, and he's completely homeless on his log. So, he's very sad, and although he can cry sometimes with a rainstorm on it. So, if you want to cry about Talking Harry and be sad to her, just don't go in this application Talking Harry unless you want to cry and be sad about the precious and emotional things happening in the same universe. So, in this contest, he's now happy and not depressed after all. So he does drink a red soda, which is a Sky-Fi bullet dodger, and all of those contestants will do it for Harry. So if you do this, then you might do dodging bowling skills with the Harry on it. That way he can Sky-Fi dodge these away as possible, with areas hit correctly. So, he's in a city wearing cool sunglasses as he acts like a cool and he thinks he's a cool one. So, and yeah, but also, he drinks a blue soda, which is a ninja blue soda. So that way he can act like a karate diver. I mean, not the diver, the karate puncher and the master. So, if you want to fight with him, just karate-like skills on it in half, just to make sure that Talking Harry isn't as a karate as you anymore. So that way you'll feel very strong and very, very, very flexible about Harry. And that's pretty much it. That's all the tape recording I've got here, because I have nothing to do. So, there are some more tapes coming out in, I guess, season 2, which I will put on recommended kits and tapes. So, thanks again for the tapes on Second Time Show Season 1. Tapes on, I guess, season 2 coming back soon.